This is a review of Transformers Dark of the Moon Q/Wheeljack. Enjoy. So, I've come across one of the most rare Transformers in my collection, and one of the hardest to find. So, to give you some backstory on him, this is Q or Wheeljack from the third Michael Bay film, Transformers Dark of the Moon. And even saying Wheeljack is kind of iffy, too, because in the film he says his name is Q.
My name's Q. I do hope you have answers for him. I've never seen him so upset.
But on his toy packaging, it says his name is Wheeljack. So, which one is it? Well, to clear it up right now, this is supposed to be Wheeljack for the Bayverse. The credits at the end of the movie show that. Plus, he gives weapons to various characters in the film, like Ironhide and Sam, like how Wheeljack made inventions in G1. But they just named him Q to simplify things, which in itself might be a reference to Q of the James Bond variety of the same name. So, there's that. And back when people discovered this was meant to be Wheeljack or Q for the movies, a lot of people didn't want to accept this was Wheeljack, but as a separate character from him, you know. I personally I don't really mind calling him Wheeljack, because I love this take on the character and never really had any complaints with him, other than him dying.
B, I think they're going to kill us. Your time is... Wait. We surrendered. We're your prisoners. Move it. Can't we talk this out? We're all a bunch of good chaps. I mean, you know... Why did you...
But anyway, all of that aside, let's talk about the toy. The remote is very one-to-one with the CGI model, including the face, gosh, why are lines so hard? Introducing the face, oh my god, including the face, which looks a lot like Albert Einstein, that's more to him being an inventor, I think. Now, his weapons. He comes with 4 weapons, which are all molded in this dark greenish color. Weapons include a staff, a drill thing, another thing, and a toolkit thingy. All of them, minus the toolkit, can plug onto his body, like the 2 drills can plug onto the torso and staff can plug onto his back into some 5mm clips. With all of that attached, he looks more chunky, similar to how he looked in the film. His height is actually pretty good for being a deluxe class toy, compared to the leader class Optimus. Now, the articulation. So, this guy's articulation, it's kinda, I'll show you. So, obviously, let's get this little thingy out of his hand, which actually, if you move this little lever back, it's a MechTech thing. Something they did in common to this line of Dark of the Moon toys, and I wish I still did it, but anyway. So, articulation, his head can move all the way around, make sure you can see that, 360 degrees, and can also pop off, but it's a simple ball joint, so it goes back right on. The arms, if you move these little bits out the way, full 360 degree rotation. Then there's there's a joint here, mainly for transformation. And then there's like a joint here and right here, so like that. And then his legs are like the oddest part. He has a waist articulation, but it can barely rotate due to, but it still rotates the leg decently. And then you got the legs, like obviously can go up that far if you exclude that thing. Can go up that far, can go back, not really that far. And then this part of the leg right here is like the weird part, because it can go forward like a crazy amount, but can't really go back that much due to this bit in the way. You can move it down a little more to get like a better result, but it's still just like, eh. So he can't really like bend his knees practically. That's the best you can get. But you know, what I'd say, he's honestly a still pretty good figure. Like I like the articulation isn't too bad for me. You know, the worst part really is that the front window pieces, because they lay at the bottom right there, can easily get scuffed if you're not careful. And you know, there's a little, I don't know if you can really see that, but there's a little bit of a little seam along this one here. So yeah, luckily they haven't cracked on me or broken or anything, but you know, yeah, just make sure if you ever get this guy to be wary of that. The transformation is very easy. In fact, it's one of the easiest transformations I've done in a while. You know, I've never really had a problem with it at all because it's so easy to remember. Plus, you know, it was just so easy. I always remember looking at videos and thinking, wow, that looks so easy. And yeah, it's really simple when you actually get the figure. The core mode, as always on these figures, looks fantastic. Like, I just love all of them. Which, you know, maybe that might not be a good thing, but hey, shut up, I can do whatever I want, alright? Anyway, I just love it. And compared to the rest of the crew, you know, the team, he looks fantastic. Also, fun little side note, whenever I first got him, I decided to give him one custom decal, and that was his nameplate, or the license plate on the back of the car, because that doesn't come with the figure when you get it. I just found something off Google, printed out to the right size, and just added it on the back, because it's just painted blue plastic on the back, so yeah, I did that. And I think it turned out pretty great, you know, and it also works for transformation as well. So, the last part of this video. Should you get him? I think so. I mean, obviously, yeah, I think that's, yes, duh, you know, but it's just be hard to find. Even for a while, I always say it takes a while to track down like complete copies of these guys, but for real though, this guy took like weeks to track down for me. And even then, I went through a lot of trials and tribulations, even after finding complete copies, you know. So, if you can find one on any site that you can think of, I definitely say go for it. You know, maybe you'll even find the rare version that I didn't. So, yeah, I'd say that's worth it. But anyways, guys, that was my review on Transformers Dark of the Moon Q/Wheeljack. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.